February is wrapping up and the market have been a bit shaky, something I actually enjoy. Cheaper stock prices means higher dividend yields. My income keeps growing and this has been quite an active month for me as well. So let's go through what my investments paid me. As always, make sure to check out the disclaimer in the description down below. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Swedish dividend investor. Before we jump into my dividend payments, how has your month been? What's your favorite dividend payer right now? Let me know in the comments. Alright, for the first week I received 4 payments. The first one is Cibus Nordic Real Estate, with 120 shares, paying me 0.801 crowns per share, netting me 96.23 crowns and no taxes, and that amounts to $8.91. Cibus has had a great run since the bottom, and I was buying other things. Kinda wish I didn't. However, during February, I more than doubled my shares. The current yield for Cibus is around 6.3%. They pay dividends monthly. The next one is Verizon. My 41 shares paid me $0.6775 each, and that equals a total of $27.78, and subtracting the tax of $4.17, we land at $23.61. For the month of February, Verizon has done pretty good, being up over 9%. This position is kind of a stalwart for me. I bought it in 2021 and have just been holding it. I'm up about 18% and I view it as an income play. The next one is PennantPark Floating Rate. 120 shares, $0.1025 per share, comes out to $10.30. Subtracting the tax, we get around $10.45 in payout. Some of these numbers I round out because of the decimals. PennantPark Floating Rate has been trading sideways for the month, and this is a small position and an income play. They are a business development company and pay a hefty 11% dividend. This is me testing the waters with BDCs. Alright, the last one for the first week is a favorite of mine. BTI, British American Tobacco. I have 143 shares, each paying me $0.73 and no taxes. Thank you, UK. Making the net payout $104.45. Nice. We can see they had a rough month, but they are still up 28% in a year. I'm up 26% on appreciation alone, and with the dividends included, my total return is 43.5%, making the monthly total $147.42. For the second week, I also received 4 payments, this time from my monthly paying ETFs. Now, like last time, 2 of these ETFs are just tracking positions. I only have a small amount of money in them, with a plan to add more when the underlying indexes drop. First out is JEPI, and with my 36 shares paying me $0.098 per share, it paid me $3.51. I don't pay withholding taxes on any of my ETFs. I must say I'm a bit disappointed with the dividend for this ETF. The volatility has been higher since the start of the year, but the dividends are low. We can see their performance for the month here. Moving on with JEPQ. It pays almost twice as much as JEPI, with my 36 shares paying me $0.186 each, netting me a payout of $6.69. And here we can see their performance for the month. Moving over to another favorite, JEPG. My 150 shares paid $0.15 each, netting me a payout of $22.53, up over 2% during the month and up 5.6% for the year. Their current yield sits at 6.5%. The next one is QYLD, 129 shares times $0.137 made me $17.64. Here we can see they are down 1.3% this month and almost 1% year to date. I'm up about 4.8% on my holding, and the yield right now is sitting at 7.6%. Another Global X ETF, QYLD, 117 shares times $0.178 nets me $20.9. They are down over 3% for this month and a bit over 3.5% for the year. Not surprising when the Nasdaq is taking a beating. 12% current yield, and I'm up 3.5% on my position. And with dividends included, I'm up almost 12% since May of last year. Neat. So far, bringing the monthly total to $218.90. For the third week, I only received one dividend payment. This one is also among my favorites, being Realty Income. My 111 shares paid me $0.264 each, that's $29.3, and subtracting the withholding tax of $4.4 lands me at $24.9. I actually bought some Realty in January, 20 shares for $52 each to be exact. We can see that they had a pretty decent run during this month, being up over 4% and almost 6% this year, making the monthly total $243.59. For the last week, we have 3 payments. First out is Vårenergi, a Norwegian oil company. To not complicate things too much with 3 currencies, we will convert from Swedish crowns to dollars, since I get paid in Swedish crowns. I have 638 shares, paying me 1.21 Norwegian crowns each, and that comes out to 735.08 Swedish crowns. Divided by 10.8, that's the dollar, we get $68.06, and we subtract the withholding tax of 183.77 Swedish crowns, that's $17.01, netting me $51.05. We can see they had some choppy performance during February, and they are down over 9% year to date. I bought this company at 33.21 Norwegian crowns, but the Swedish crown have gained since then, making the losses a little bit bigger. But this company swings a lot, as you can see. I'm not too worried. They pay an insane yield of 14.9% currently. Since the end of October, when I started the position, I'm up 1.4%, including the dividends. Moving on with yet another Norwegian company, also in the oil sector. This being Aker BP. Again, 3 currencies here, so I'm just going to speed run the calculations. 670.95 Swedish crowns total, or $72.13 pre-tax. 167.74 crowns in withholding tax, that's $15.53, nets me a payout of $46.6. This company has a little more stable performance during this month, being down almost 2.5% and up 4.3% for the year. I'm just above 0.5% for my position on the share price. Keep in mind, their current dividend yield is over 11.4%. So, including dividends, I'm up over 6.4%, and that is since the end of October. And the last payment is interest from my cash position at my broker. 215 Swedish crowns, that's $19.9, and 30% tax of 64.5 crowns, around $5.97, netting me 150.5 Swedish crowns, or $13.93, making the grand total for the month $355.17. Let's compare that to last year's dividends for February. So here's my spreadsheet. We can see the total for February of 2024 was a total of 1,671.5 crowns, and in dollars $154.76. That's $200 more than last year. That's more than double. Seeing this kind of growth year over year is exactly why I love dividend investing. But that's it for this one. I would love to hear about your dividend payouts, so head on over to the comment section. And if you're new here, welcome. I'd love for you to be a part of this journey, so don't forget to subscribe. Speaking of it, during the recording of this video, it marks my first month on YouTube, and we have just hit 16 subscribers. I want to thank you. It really motivates me to make informative content and provide value for you. So thank you very much. I'm the Swedish Dividend Investor, and I will see you in the next one. Ha det gött!